Programming brought to you by AWI Networks, Smarter Internet.
Thanks for joining St. George News at 8. I'm Scott Beadle. A middle school student was hit by a car Tuesday morning while riding his bike to school. Happened on 500 South in St. George around 7:40. Police say a woman driving a silver Chevrolet hit the boy. She did stay on the scene and was cooperating with investigators. The boy, who is reportedly a student at Dixie Middle School, was taken to Dixie Regional Medical Center, but his injuries were believed to be minor. Police believe glare from the sun may have been a factor in the crash and say speed was not a factor. At last check, no citations had been issued. An accident involving a minivan on Dixie Drive Tuesday morning appears to have been caused by a medical episode. Police say that van was reported to be driving in the opposite lane, drifted over, hitting the median, crashing into rocks and landscaping, and then finally coming to rest. First responders determined the woman driving had experienced a medical issue and treated her for that. There was also a child in the vehicle, but neither of them were injured from the crash itself. A Congressional Medal of Honor winner pays a visit to the Southern Utah Veterans Home and speaks at several area high schools. Sal Giunta was a 17-year-old junior in high school when the 9/11 terror attacks happened. That was a day that would set the course for the rest of his life. It inspired him to join the Army, where he would serve 2 tours in Afghanistan. Giunta became the first living recipient of the Medal of Honor since the Vietnam War. That award stemmed from October 25th, 2007, when his unit was ambushed. He charged the enemy, then pulled back a captured and injured sergeant to safety. During his presentation at the Veterans Home, Giunta offered his gratitude to those vets who had served before him and to those who had served with him. The St. George area's LGBT community is preparing for a 3-day festival beginning on Thursday. Discover Pride begins with a paint night gathering at Ricardo's restaurant. Events also include a neon rainbow dance party on Friday nights at the Washington City Community Center and an afternoon of food and fun at the Town Square Park, including food trucks, belly dancing, and music. Organizers say they want everyone to feel comfortable being a part of the events. Today, some Florida residents are finally returning home and, for many, finding out whether there's anything to return to. Millions there are still without power, water, or basic services. And in the Caribbean, where Irma's wrath was at its most furious, the situation grows more dire by the day. Marcy Gonzalez has a story from Naples, Florida.
The start to this literal long road to recovery in the Florida Keys, covered in sand and seaweed, lined with shipwrecked boats. The first evacuees now returning, many to find the kind of utter destruction they feared. Neighborhoods flattened, businesses badly damaged, no cell phone service, electricity, or running water.
I mean, it's like everybody just tipped everything over. You're just praying that everybody's alive.
The Caribbean coping with worse after Hurricane Irma. New images from St. Martin capturing just a glimpse of the catastrophe.
Almost everything is broken down. For our need, we need water and food. It's not now, maybe it's for sure. Water and food, we don't have that.
Some Americans rescued from the islands now stranded in Florida. Airports here finally starting to function, flights selling out fast.
Everything we looked, though, once we tried to book it, it would be gone.
While much of the Sunshine State starts to recover,
It's terrible, man.
now record flooding hitting Jacksonville. Storm surge inundating communities.
We were offered a boat ride from a neighbor.
More than 100 people rescued from fast rising water overnight.
I've been here 47 years, and I've never seen the water this high. Never.
Even in parts of the state that aren't dealing with flooding or serious damage, gas can still be hard to find, and millions are still without power. Chief Meteorologist Chris Summers has your Southern Utah forecast coming up right after this.
The weather tonight is brought to you by AWI Networks, Smarter Internet.
Welcome back, everyone. A good Tuesday evening to us. A few clouds out there today, but still very warm for this time of year. Those high temperatures in the upper 90s in much of southern Utah. Our normal high here in St. George is 93. We saw a high of 98 late this afternoon. Overnight lows into the low to mid 70s. Our normal overnight lows are in the 60s already, so still seeing pretty warm overnight lows across our region as well. But cooler and wetter weather is back in our forecast. We have some showers, maybe a couple of thunderstorms moving through as we head into the next couple of days, and that's going to really drop our temperatures as our pattern makes a change across southern Utah, bringing some cooler weather into our area as we get to the end of the work week. But taking a look at a satellite and radar, not much going on out there today. You can see a few clouds earlier today, but most of that cloud activity and even a few showers moved well off to our north. Had a few spotty showers or pop-up showers around Cedar City late this afternoon as well. But again, mainly seeing dry conditions for now, but could be some showers or thunder showers back in our forecast as we head into the next couple of days. So here's what you can expect to see. Partly sunny skies. Again, a shower or thunderstorm around, more on the isolated basis as we head to your Wednesday. A little bit better chance of rain moving in for your Thursday. Not quite as warm either. Temperatures are going to continue to drop here a little bit over the next couple of days. And you're really going to notice those temperatures drop as we get into the end of the work week and into the upcoming weekend, as temperatures could be 15, maybe 20 degrees below what they should be for this time of year. And that puts those highs in the low 80s in some areas by the time the weekend rolls around, but it's not going to be around too long. Looks like by early next week, temperatures warm right back up into the upper 90s Monday and Tuesday. Here's your high temperatures from today. 100 degrees down in Las Vegas late this afternoon, 98 degrees Hurricane, St. George, even Mesquite, 88 degrees Cedar City, and 89 degrees the high temperature today up in Enterprise. So your Wednesday forecast does show a few showers and thunder showers around. Temperature of 85 in Cedar City, 93 degrees the high temperature in Hurricane, 95 degrees St. George, and 98 degrees in Mesquite. Again, seeing at least a chance of some scattered showers and thunderstorms in our area, all because of a low pressure system actually over by the California coast. That's bringing a little bit of moisture back into our area, spraying some afternoon showers and thunderstorms through almost the entire state of Nevada. Now, Las Vegas not expecting too much in the way of rain, but again, a little bit of moisture could come into St. George and southern Utah as we head into the afternoon hours of your Wednesday. And so for that reason, we're going to keep that chance of rain around. And with the clouds and rain, temperatures not quite as warm either. Looks like some cooler temperatures definitely back in our forecast for the next couple days. Here's a look at your high temperatures for your Wednesday around Cedar City, 85, 84 degrees of high temperature Enterprise, Newcastle 85, again a thunderstorm possible. And we have temperatures in the mid 90s as we get to St. George, 95 degrees of high temperature here, 93 to Hurricane, and 98 degrees in Mesquite. Again, some showers and thunderstorms possible with southwest winds at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Now your 7-day forecast for Cedar City keeps at least a chance of rain in the forecast on Thursday and Friday, but look at those temperatures dropping back into the low to mid 70s. Even looking at low 70s over the weekend, and right now weekend looking pretty good. Dry weather and sunshine in Cedar City. High temperatures low to mid 70s and back into the mid 80s by early next week. Now St. George and southern Utah, yeah, a chance of rain still in the forecast Thursday. We drop to the mid 80s, and then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday looking beautiful out there. We'll see very nice weather. Low 80s, even mid 80s for Sunday, but then by early next week, temperatures do start to warm back up. Looking at temperatures taking about a 10-degree increase from Monday to Tuesday, from the mid 80s Monday to the upper 90s on Tuesday afternoon. But after we get through the rain here, it looks like some pretty nice weather for the weekend across much of southern Utah.
Yeah, that'll be a nice little dip into the 80s for a few days.
Yeah,
and
well,
the weekend just looks
we'll
gorgeous.
Definitely enjoy that and get the rain out of here just in time for the weekend too. So any rain we have will be the next couple of days, and then those cooler temperatures. Yeah, we got to enjoy temperatures below average this time of year before we get some warmer weather back next week.
I'll take it. Nice work, Chris.
I worked on it very hard.
Still ahead, couple takes the plunge in the hopes that they can take the plunge. We'll explain next. After 4 years together, Kansas City couple Seth Dixon and Ruth Salas were ready to take the plunge into marriage. They just never really anticipated having to go diving for their engagement ring. You see, Saturday, Dixon got down on one knee on a footbridge. He flipped open the box holding the $3,000 diamond engagement ring, and then, oops. The ring popped out, fell through the bridge's wooden slats, and into that pond below. Well, soon after the ring disappeared, the couple and their friends got in the water and searched, but no luck. Their wedding is scheduled for October 21st, and they are now trying to raise money for a new ring.
Oh, that's a bad turn of events.
That is
trying to make it a very memorable
rough
occasion,
start.
which I guess is memorable in a sense, but yeah, that's a rough start to that, but good luck to them anyway. I mean, hey, the ring is only just, a token. They can,
it looks like she still said yes. So
well, exactly.
They're going okay on that.
She didn't give up on it, which is good.
Well, thanks for watching.
We hope you have a great night.